Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You are all welcome. I believe we have participants from all over the world. So welcome to IEEE PES Powering the Future Summit. I am Haruna Danjumagana, IEEE Alabama Section YP Chair and IEEE North American PES ESCOM member as well. Powering the Future Summit 2022 is the second edition of IEEE Power and Energy Society Young Professionals Global Conference, focusing on providing the most up-to-date professional and technical training to PES members at the early stages of their careers. The mission of this event is to empower the power and energy leaders of tomorrow, which I believe is all of us. The summit will provide a premier platform for engineers and students to share their knowledge, ideas with professionals from all over the world. The summit aims to upskill professionals, shed light on advancement in technology, entrepreneurship, and highlight success stories. The summit will feature tutorials, plenary sections, technical talks, and virtual industrial visit with distinguished speakers delivering speeches on emerging technologies in the power and energy sector. Attendees will have the opportunity to gain in-depth knowledge of the same, in addition to improving their technical abilities. Attendees technical abilities, Attendees will also have the opportunity to learn and interact with industry experts from all over the world. The summit also has some exciting pre-event and regional summit plan for attendees. To get this wonderful summit underway, we have inaugural address from some of our great people who have contributed to the growth and the success of IEEE PES and IEEE in general. First on the list is our very own PES President, Jessica Bian. Jessica Bian is the 2020-2021 PES President-elect and the current president. She is a visionary leader and architect who has spearheaded the electric industry's reliability metrics and grid risk assessment. She is currently with the Grid X Partners. Before that, she was the Federal Energy Regulatory Commission in Washington, D.C. Previously, she was the Director of Performance Analysis at the North American Electrical Reliability Corporation, NARC, in Atlanta, Georgia. Under her leadership, a total of 18 industry-wide reliability indicators were established for the first time to determine grid reliability, adequacy, and associated risk. She is widely recognized as a pioneer and trusted world leader in the field. Before joining NARC, Jessica was with PGM, ECOT, and Westinghouse Electric. She received her BSc degree from the Bian University of Technology, China, her MSc degree from the Electrical Power Research Institute, Beijing, China, and her PhD degree from Tulane University in New Orleans, Louisiana. She has more than 70 articles published, and she received the 2014 PES Wonder Reader Pioneer in Power Award for her technical achievement. She's a senior member of IEEE. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Jessica Bian, IEEE PES President. You're welcome, ma.
Thank you, Haruna. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma, we can hear you very okay, ma.
All
It's good
right.
to
Well,
have you here,
thank
ma.
you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for everything and your hard work and time and getting this event organized. Before I get to started, I want to welcome everyone out there in the world to the 2022 IEEE Power and Energy Society Young Professional Powering the Future Summit. And like Haruna said, we wanted to share our knowledge, and particularly with the distinguished panelists and speakers. And I'll be talking about my technical field as well on the reliability and resilience. So I'll looking forward to see you tomorrow around the same time. So with that, can I have my slides? I see my video is kind of flashing. I don't know if it's my side or your side.
Yeah, I think it's it's because of the background, but we can still see you. We can hear you clearly and we can see you clearly. Although it's flashing, but we can see you clearly, ma'am. So just go
Okay,
on ahead, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
cool. So if you can I have my slides?
Yes, ma'am. They're coming up right now, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, so first of all, I got this badge from IEEE a month ago. I have been IEEE member for 30 years. I know John McDonald and some others probably will have other badges with much bigger numbers, but I'm proud to say I've been PS member or IEEE member for 30 years. So here's the badge that I earned from IEEE. With that, let's go to the next one.
Congratulations, ma'am.
Yep. And I want to thank the entire Young Professional Committee and then the chair, Simay, of course, organizing members, Stagey, Haruna, Albin. Can we go to the next slide, please? Again, thank entire committee for your hard work and leadership, and all the organizing committee members for getting this event together. This is an exciting time of our industry. Let's go to next one. So thank you for bringing everything together here. I want to start with, we know, here's our challenge, right? In Texas, you all heard that we had a rolling blackout February last year. Here's winter again this year. So we'll see how that goes. The next slide, please. Again, this is not just the Texas. We have seen that across the globe. The 2012, where I lived, we had Hurricane Sandy. And then the last year in the summertime in New Orleans area, we also had a Hurricane Ida. So all the 8 transmission lines get into the city. They're being knocked down by the hurricane. Go to the next one, please. And how do we get here? The industry started 140 years ago with the giants like Thomas Edison, Westinghouse, and Tesla. They built a gigantic machine across the globe called electric grid. And we were able to get the reliability, and we also will maintain the safety, and also electricity service is affordable. So those are the 3 things we achieved. Cost effective, reliable, and safe. Okay, let's go to the next one. But what we have not been achieved is resilient and carbon free. This is where that we need to have sense of urgency in going forward, and so that we can entirely to accomplish our energy transition, so that the grid will be carbon free. And then, of course, we want to get to a autonomous, so that when the storm came, like the one in Texas last year, so that we can have the demand side be flexible and a response to where the load shed will be, not in a bulk way and take the whole feeders out of the service, which is a blunt way to do it. And you've seen many pictures that some of the city centers were bright, but all the residential area where they need the electricity were dark. So that we don't have this flexibility autonomous yet. Of course, there's so many other things we want to do. We're not there yet. So we were able to achieve only safe, reliable affordability, but rest of the other features that we wanted, we don't have yet. So we need you, the young professionals and students and everyone, to help us get there. Let's go to the next one. And IEEE has been looking into many fronts, particularly the technology, innovation, and if you look at the IEEE on the climate change side, just to launch the website, including the links to get into more than 7,000 the climate change related literatures and papers. So go there and find out. You can just Google it and download it. Right now it's free. I was told it's free. You can download all the climate change related literatures right now from IEEE Explorer. Go to the next one. Here's a website from IEEE. This is a coordinated effort among all IEEE societies and councils, and plus the chapters and sections. Go to the next one. From PS side, PS offers 45% IEEE standards. So this is very key how PS has been contributing to this whole industry. If you look at the top downloads from IEEE Explorer on standards, and most of them are from PES. Go to the next one. These are the technical committees that helped to create those standards, and that keeps us safe and reliable. Affordability is not part of the standards, but we have the whole industry and regulators to help us to get the affordability side. Go to the next one. And you know that the IEEE and PS are global organizations. Through the global connection, like what we're doing today, we're connected together and sharing the best practices from all around the world, from North America, Asia, and Africa, and Europe, and Latin America, and all that. And of course, Australia, New Zealand, everyone. We have more than 750 chapters, including student branch chapters, and young professionals are part of that as well. And this is how we get connected and using technology so we can help the society and help the public to move our thinking to get the technologies and get to other features like carbon-free and flexibility into this whole industry. Go to the next one. So again, this is worldwide knowledge, and if you cannot participate some of the PS global conferences, and we have a PS resource center, so you can go there and look at the videos and presentations, some of the technical guides, and what are the most popular topics. If you are graduate students, you can look at the most downloaded topics. So maybe you can figure out from there to see what will be your dissertation topic, and what are the most the research areas that we need right now. Okay, go to next one. If you are author and researchers, we have tons of publications, and particularly I want to mention starting next year, we will have the transaction energy markets policy and regulation. I'm very excited about this transaction, and I'm hoping to bring demand side into the market so we can have a flexibility and when the grid reliability needs the demand the most. Go to the next one. And I know you're young professional students, and I have lots of great news for you. And PS launched the mentorship program this year. And I want to thank John McDonald and his leadership, and Chantali and entire team to bring this to you. Right now, I have three mentees. One is a PhD student, one is undergraduate student, and one is Women Empower member. And we have more than 100 mentees right now. And Chantali just gave me update last week, and around 75 mentors right now. So if you have not done that, you're missing big time, because this is where you want to find a connection, and also you wanted to get some advice and guidance on your career path. And do I need to go to graduate school, or do I need to go to find a job, or which area I should go? What are my research topics should be? So those are this is a 6-month long a program, so you'll get to know a lot, and the schedule wise is very flexible, and you can talk to with and schedule with your the mentor and find the flexibility and between over the weekends, evenings, and like I said, I have enjoyed a lot. I learned a lot of perspective from my mentees as well. So go to next one. So coming up, we don't have this one yet, but in 2023, this is in the works. We're trying to get another online platform, a tool like the mentorship program for students of YPs, so you can look into the internship opportunities and job opportunities, including the research opportunities like graduate studies from school. So we're actively working on that. I'm working with the Student Activities Committee, SAC, and we're hoping to bring this to you very soon. Next one. This one is, I want to summarize the climate change efforts that we have. Starting 2023, the first time in PES, we'll have a member at large, a board member on climate change. And we also have a board member at large, a student, young professional representatives. So I'm very excited that we'll have these historic changes and bring young professional students into our board. We'll listen to you and working together. I'm sure we'll get to help the society to have a strategic direction, would help you to get into our industry and speed up the energy transition. The other ones that we have, yes, we have other on the IEEE level. We have participated the climate change program, and also we have a global power system transformation consortium. I know Juan Carlos has been part of that. I'm sure he will touch on that as well. So with that, I want to close my opening remarks. So the key is to reinvent yourself, or invent yourself. The best way to predict the future is to be part of it. It's hard to say what's going to happen in the next 50 years, but being part of that, you have a much a better chance to take the challenge and help the society. With that, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Ma, for the information, the resources, and the advice you have given. There are a lot of stuff that I saw on there that I do not know myself, but I'm looking forward to them as well. And we also thank you again for all the volunteering and all the help you have rendered over the years to IEEE and PES as well. It is always nice to have you here, Ma. Thank you very much, Ma, for the speech. God bless you, Ma.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. All right. Yes, for the next, we have a video to show and here it. Okay. All right. Thank you all for attending this summit. Next is our own PSYP chair. When they say our own, our personal person, which is Simay Ake. Simay is an entrepreneur with corporate industrial background and experience in the energy industry. She specializes in photovoltaic manufacturing, battery storage for electric vehicles, and other renewable technologies, and the clean energies market development. She is currently the Chief Commercial Officer and co-founder at Inauguration. Additional past roles include Sales and Marketing Director of Akar Eco Renewable Energy, Marketing and Business Development Director of Goodwill Turkey, and Head of Overseas Marketing at Tailsun Solar. She has worked in China, Turkey, and mostly focused on international commercial activities. And she has been employed by CSUN, Eurasia, Schneider Electric, Acelic Beko, and Lucida Solar. In addition to her professional acclimates, she's an IEEE senior member, acknowledged volunteer since 2007, and recipient of several prestigious awards. Simay is a graduate of Middle East Technical University, Ankara, Turkey, and she participated in the Energy Innovation and Emerging Technologies program at Stanford University. She is also 2022 Vice Chair Products on the 2022 IEEE Entrepreneurship Steering Committee, and also a Social Impact Liaison on the 2021 IEEE Entrepreneurship Steering Committee. Simay has a long track of volunteering and records of always doing good and wonderful things. It's always nice to have Simay. I've worked with her so many times, and it's always a joy to have her. And I believe you all we are gonna if you work with her, you will also know what I'm talking about. So it is my pleasure again to introduce to you another powerful woman, Simay Ake. You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Arna. Thank you, everyone. This is Simay Akar. As the chair of PS Young Professional Team, I would like to thank every single member who made this happen. And Power in the Future Summit 2022 is happening second time, but it has been a dream of young professionals over years, and our team works so hard behind. And again, with all the valuable speakers and the support of our leaders from Pioneer Society, this summit is happening. Like we're just like we're doing legend. We have a wonderful chair behind this initiative. She is doing a wonderful job. I don't know if there's something with my camera. Can you see me?
We can see you. Your camera is fine. I think it's the background that is flickering, but we can see you, and we can hear you, and we can see you clearly.
Okay, so so we have a chair behind this initiative, Stacia Wilson. So again, every single member of this team supported Stacia, and Stacia did a fantastic job over 2 years, proven leadership, all the enthusiasm. So thanks to all the efforts of all of you, and with Stacia's leadership. So this is again happening. So that's why I'm really proud. I'm actually, just I would like to share how proud I am with just with this, just exciting work we have seen, because Power Society young professionals are just like a group. We're just like a group of volunteers, or automatically young professionals are triple young professionals members and Partner Society members, and just after 15 years. But in this community, we have wonderful leaders who are supporting us, entire time. And I'll probably use without background. I hope you can see better. All right. So who are doing wonderful job, and And just like thanks to all the leadership advisory boards, PS governing board members, and just like a Partner Society, young professionals, executive team, all committee members. So like we are we are reaching a lot of people, and we're having great initiative over years. So like it's important to be united, because this network gives us a lot of other opportunities, like just like we're learning from each other. We're actually just like we are supporting each other with our knowledge. So whenever you need support and you have an idea to make it happen, we have team together to support and make it much better. And powering the Future Summit is one of the initiatives we all believe in and made it in the last 2 years. And we have so many other initiatives. So like thanks to all our volunteers, we have committees, we have the project leads, and just like you're not alone in this community. We support each other to empower ourselves and also energy sector. We're future of this sector, and we have wonderful leaders who are already so experienced and enthusiastic to support us. So that's why you will be hearing from all these great speakers during the summit. And just like so we have just 4 days schedule, but prior to this Power in the Future Summit, we had the regional events, regional summits across the year. And we have 4 regions in our IEEE Young Professional structure as like Partner Society, and all the team members belong to these regions. They work really hard. So all the recordings are available. So you're able to reach more presentations and workshops from our channel. And we are so excited to empower more people in this 4 days event. So I'll look forward to hearing more from the great speakers, and I'll actually return the word back to Haruna.
Thank you very much, Simay, for the wonderful speech. And it's like I said earlier on, it's always nice to have you. You also have been a very wonderful leader. I think your track record speaks for itself. I mean, I think it's not made up. So I think I don't need to say much. Once people look at it, they will know what you have done. And we thank you, and it's always a pleasure to have you. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you all.
All right. Um, okay, we will be introducing our next speaker, which is the past president of IEEE PES, Mr. John D. McDonald, PE. Mr. John is a smart grid business development leader for GE's Grid Solutions business. John has 48 years of experience in the electric utilities transmission and distribution industry. John received his BSEE and MSEE power engineering degrees from Purdue University and an MBA finance degree from University of California, Berkeley. John is a life fellow of IEEE member for 51 years. Member of IEEE HKN, inducted 51 years ago, and was awarded the IEEE Millennium Medal, the IEEE Power and Energy Society Excellence in Power Distribution Engineering Award, the IEEE PES Substations Committee Distinguished Service Award, the IEEE Meritorious Service Award, the 2016 SIGRA Distinguished Member Award, the 2016 SIGRA US NC Atomwood Associate Award, the 2001 SIGRA Distinguished Honorable Member Award, and the Smart Energy Consumer Collaborative SECC Lifetime Achievement Award. John is past president of the IEEE, the VP for Technical Activities for the U.S. National Committee, USNC of SIGRA, the past chair of the IEEE Substations Committee, the IEEE Division 7 past director, and a member of the National Academy of Engineering. John was on the board of governors of the IEEE Standard Association. He is an IEEE Foundation Director and the chair of its 50th Anniversary Celebration Committee, and is a founding board member and the treasurer of the SECC. John received the 2009 Purdue University Outstanding Electrical and Computer Engineer Award and will receive the 2023 Purdue University Distinguished Engineering Alumni Award. John teaches a Smart Grid course at the Georgia Institute of Tech, a Smart Grid course for General Electric, and Smart Grid courses for various IEEE PES local chapters as an IEEE PES Distinguished Lecturer since 1999. John has published 150 papers and articles, has co-authored 5 books, and has 1 US patent. There's a proverb. I don't know if it originated from Africa, but it goes this way. It says, "What a young man or a boy will not see, even though he climbs a tree. Even though he climbs a tree, what he will not see, an old man sitting on the floor will see it." Basically, it just says that experience and wisdom comes with age, time, with age and time. John has all of the above. So whatever he has to say today is something that I believe will help us, all of us, along the way. He has the experience, he has the knowledge, he has everything. It's a pleasure to have you with us today, sir. And it's a pleasure for you to honor this invitation as well, sir. Welcome, sir.
Hey, thank you, Haruna.
Yes, sir.
It's really nice. Thanks for the introduction, and nice to be introduced by a fellow Southeast U.S. colleague.
Yes,
who is
sir.
located in a state right next to my state, so
yes, sir.
we're very close to each other. I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, and Haruna's in Troy, Alabama, so right near each other.
Yes, sir.
You know, I've been involved with helping the IEEE PS Young Professional Group ever since it was established by Professor Aaron St. Ledger, who's with the United States Military Academy. And I was initially doing a lot of webinars to help the YP group get kicked off. And have always, you know, as many of you know, always supported the students and young professionals, always support them as much as I can. I would say that, you know, rather than talking about technical stuff, I think what's important is how you can get the most out of IEEE, you know, and particularly the young professionals group. And so congrats to Jessica on the 30-year badge. You know, I have a 50-year badge for IEEE. This is my 51st year as a member of IEEE. And there's really 3 key areas of benefits for me in 51 years in IEEE. And the first one is technology. You know, don't be afraid to volunteer to present papers, to chair panel sessions, or speak on a panel session. And particularly, I think one of the best ways to learn technology is get involved with writing of standards. You know, Jessica showed that IEEE PS has 17 technical committees and 4 coordinating committees. And, you know, the IEEE PS writes almost 50% of all the IEEE standards, which is pretty good because there's 39 societies in IEEE. PES is the second largest of 39. And so 39 societies, PS writes almost 50% of the standards. But I got involved in a substations committee in my early 30s. I was fairly young in age. In the substations committee, became a working group chair in 1 year, a subcommittee chair a few years after that, managing a number of subcommittees, and then eventually became the chair of the substations committee in 2001 and 2. There's no better way to learn the technology than to be with other industry experts around the world and writing about the future. writing about the technology for the future. So take advantage of that. You learn technology, and it's very important. It'll help you with your career, help you with your job. Second is networking. It amazes me how many friends and people that I have through 51 years in IEEE. And one important thing with your network is always be thinking about how you can provide value to the other person or the other group. Not just make a friend, but how can you help that friend or help that group? Because when you need help, they will go out of their way to help you. Okay, so expand your network. We use a lot of LinkedIn. We use Twitter. I use Facebook a lot for family. But let's use social media, but let's expand our network. In almost 49 years of full-time engineering work, I've worked for 6 different companies. Every one of my job changes was through a friend in my network. Okay, every one. A friend contacted me and said, John, there's an executive level position open at GE that would be perfect for you. If you're interested, I can arrange an interview for you with the CEO in 2 days. I was very happy doing what I was doing, but I went ahead and did the interview, and 15 years ago, ended up changing jobs, all through a friend. Okay, so this network of yours is very, very critical for your career. And then third is leadership. IEEE is a volunteer organization. You can volunteer for any leadership position you want. And think about the different levels of involvement in IEEE. There's the local level, and that's very easy to get involved. No travel is required. For me, it's the IEEE PES chapter in Atlanta. Second would be the regional level. I'm in Region 3 and could get involved at the regional level. Third would be the national level, right? With your country, we have 6 regions right now in the US. And then lastly would be the global level. And that's the ultimate. I went from, the substations committee chair to the PES governing board, 4 years as secretary, and then 6 years as president-elect, president, and past president. Okay. So, I always say the sky is the limit for you, which means there is no limit, right? The sky goes forever. The only limit on what you're able to do is yourself. If you don't take advantage of the opportunities, you're limiting yourself. And Jessica mentioned the mentoring program. I've been very involved in mentoring. We've started a PES program that Jessica talked about, and I'm mentoring a number of young professionals with the PES program. I've helped start a new mentoring program for Eta Kappa Nu, the Electrical Engineering Honor Society. And I have a number of mentees with the HKN program also. Why is mentoring important? Think about this, okay? What you learn at the university is the science of engineering. It's courses, textbooks, professors. And the thing is, anyone can learn that. It's a matter of going to the university and working hard. But the value you bring to a company when you graduate with full-time work is not the science of engineering. Everybody has that. The value you bring to a company is the art of engineering. How do you apply the science in the real world? And you can't learn that in a book, and you can't learn it overnight or quickly. You have to spend years with experienced people and gain that knowledge. The story that Haruna told about the tree, the young person, and the older experienced person is so true. The older experienced person can see further in the distance, can anticipate what's going to happen, can prepare for it ahead of time. And so it's important. Mentoring is extremely important. You want to find a good mentor and learn from that mentor. I'm very competitive. I want to win at everything I do. And how do you, as a young person, how do you accelerate your knowledge of the art of engineering? It's through mentoring and spending time with a mentor. So get involved with that. There's two things that are available to you that would help you. In 2017, I gave the keynote talk for the IEEE PS Student Congress, which was 7 of the 10 regions of IEEE, all the student members. And it was held in Boston at Ben Franklin University. Frank Lambert at the time asked me to give the keynote talk. Instead of giving a technical talk, I reviewed my entire engineering career, and there were 12 key decisions I made that impacted the rest of my career. And this is a 1-hour webinar that's on the IEEE PES Resource Center called Key Insights to Career Management. And I would recommend that. It's just 1 hour, but the more information like this that you have at a younger age, the better job you can do in managing your career. The second one is Ada Kapanu interviewed me for what's called an Ada Kapanu Career Conversation. And our topic was mentoring. And a young professional, Rebecca Cohen, who graduated from Drexel University and is working for Lockheed now in the Philadelphia area. She was chair of her Ada Kapanu chapter when she was an undergraduate at Drexel. She interviewed me on mentoring, and it's about a 30-minute video, YouTube video on mentoring. And I really recommend you watch that. We cover all aspects of mentoring. What is mentoring, what is not mentoring, and what to expect in a mentoring program. And these are 2 good resources for you. And then lastly, always look for opportunities to network, right? To learn technology, to volunteer for leadership experiences. And Simay and I were speakers earlier this year at the IEEE Rising Stars Conference, which is held early each year in Las Vegas. And it's filled with students and young professionals. And early next year, I'm going to be speaking twice now in the 2023 conference. I'm doing a 2-hour workshop on smart grid, on grid modernization. And then I'm doing a 1-hour workshop on how to build and lead a voluntary organization. So after 51 years of many leadership positions at IEEE, I give a talk on how do you build a volunteer organization effectively, and how do you lead a volunteer organization effectively. Leading a volunteer organization is much more challenging than it is. For instance, I work at GE. If I'm leading a team at GE, since everyone's getting paid by GE, they feel some obligation to do what they're asked. Volunteer organization is different, right? How do you encourage volunteers to do the things you want them to do? So I have a 1-hour workshop that I'm going to do at the Rising Stars Conference early next year on that topic. So there's a lot of things that are available to you. Again, don't limit yourself. Take advantage of everything that's available. But first and foremost, if you haven't been, get involved in a mentoring program. It's extremely important. So that's what I have to say, Haruna, and I'll turn it back over to you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, sir. Like I said, what you had to share was going to be very beneficial to everybody. First thing first, I have a request, which is, I don't have a mentor yet. I hope you can be my mentor, and I'll be your mentee. I'm officially asking now. So, well, unofficially, officially, I might need to write, but I will love you to be my mentor, though.
Sure. We can connect. We can connect on LinkedIn, Haruna, and get connected. Okay.
I will do that, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for the speech. Thank you for the felicitation. It's always good to hear from you. And we hope to see you at the IEEE, the Rising Star Conference coming up. I guess I missed you during the Southeast Con. I was there at the Southeast Con in Mobile in March. I was part of the organizing committee for the robotics competition as well. But I think I missed you. I don't know if you were there, but I think I missed you then. Yes, but hope to see you during the Rising Star Conference. And hopefully, whenever I'm in Atlanta, I'll also give you a call, sir.
Okay.
Thank you very much for this speech. It was wonderful, and I'm sure we will follow up all the advices that you have given. I mean, getting involved at every stage, from the local level, from the chapter level, all the way to the international level. Thank you very much, sir, and God bless you, sir.
Thanks, Haruna.
Thank you, sir. So now we have another video to show you all. So stay tuned. All right. Thank you all. And it's, like I said, it's always a pleasure to have all of you here. Um, so now we move on to the next speaker for his own felicitation. He's the IEEE PES treasurer, present treasurer, Mr. Juan Carlos. Mr. Juan Carlos Montero is from the Republic of Costa Rica. He graduated from the University of Costa Rica. He's an electrical engineer and currently working at the Instituto Costarricense de Electricidad, which is a government-run utility in Costa Rica. He has always been living and working there in Costa Rica. He started IEEE as a student member and became the vice chair of their IEEE student branch. Eventually, he became the student rep in the chapter. Then he had the privilege to be the chapter chair after that. He was the Central American chapter representative, and finally he got involved in the marketing and the membership committee in IEEE. He also served as the VP for marketing and image for the IEEE PES, and now he is the IEEE PES treasurer. Mr. Juan Carlos actually has a kind of pattern with me, although I did not start from school. I was not a student branch chair, but I started IEEE after my school, and then started working for the government in Nigeria, and then now I'm doing my master's, and then I've continued it. And he also he's been very passionate about IEEE, especially PES. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor to introduce Mr. Juan Carlos to you all. You're welcome, sir. Thank you, sir, for honoring our invitation as well, sir.
Hello, sorry. Hello, good morning. Thank you, Haruna, for the presentation. And again, yes, we started our passion a long time ago, as you said, as students. And it's easy to engage so much when you see so much amazing things like the ones that John was actually mentioning. I also know John McDonald from a long time ago, and he's also one of those persons that I call mentor. Sorry, so you are lucky that he is willing to give you that advice because again, that's cool, and that's part of the things that we find in IEEEs and especially in young professionals activities. I would like to congratulate you and all the team because again, this is an amazing thing. It's glad to see how the young professionals continue being engaged and active and with these kind of new initiatives. As you said, I am from Costa Rica. I'm from IEEE Region 9, and my Spanish is my main language, so sorry if I get stuck. And yes, I have been lucky to be engaged in a lot of levels, and I was the VP of membership at NIMAS, and currently in the treasurer of the society. So it could happen. A young guy from Costa Rica, not English speaker, a speaking guy, got engaged through social media. Actually, that's what the moment that I got more engaged. I started to be the social media chair for the society. I started to see what was happening, helping other members. And again, I am a volunteer, as all of you, and I started to get engaged. And well, lately I had the honor to be elected as a treasurer for the society. So there is room for a lot of volunteers, and you just need to step up and move and continue. And again, I said it's easy because I'm also an electrical engineer. I work in the system operator in Costa Rica. And from the clinical part, as John was saying, it is the society is a great place to find sources of information like the resource center that Jessica mentioned. No matter where you are in the world, no matter if you have a chapter, no matter day or night, you can get into the website, the IEEE PS Resource Center, and you can start downloading documents that are unique for you and your career. Um, Again, there's a lot of initiatives that can be done. We're looking for new volunteers. I started the IEEE PS Day a long time ago. It started like an idea of a young professional, and I said, why not? Let's. If you have the energy, you have the support, you have a team. Let's start doing it, and we find funds, and we created over than 300 technical activities per year. Uh, with each celebration that we have of the PS Day. Lately, I want to give you an example of how important is IEEE PS for your career, and again, supporting how you deal with your technical life. When COVID started, and now 2 years ago almost, the world was crazy. The system operators, we didn't know how to deal with the impact of the pandemic. So I, as a IEEE member, I started to contact my colleagues, some of them from China, some of them from Europe, some from United States. And this guy is just a simple guy. I'm not a CEO, I'm not a director, I'm just a senior engineer at this moment. I started to connect with my connections, my friends, my IEEE friends, my family, and they started to share within us how they were dealing with COVID within the control rooms and the system operators, how they were dealing to keep the lights on in all the countries, as I said, even with people from China. And we shared the knowledge, and we started to share it with other people with outside our network. And that day, I was so amazed of the value of IEEE. It was just not me growing as a person, giving me abilities to be a better leader. It was a thing that the society was getting me support to improve myself and to support the society of Costa Rica. And we were supporting other countries to keep the lights on and keep the fight to COVID in a high level, because electricity is basic to, and was very basic to fight COVID, with hospitals, keeping the vaccines cold, a lot of things. So again, this is a source of great development for you, and it has been a great experience for me. I wouldn't change it because again, even myself, as I was saying, I had improved personally, and thanks to be able to share with so many friends from all over the world, to know more people, to experience new things. And this is a great venue for you young professionals to have that. This is a place where you can still get engaged, know more people, wise people as John McDonald and Jessica. I'm really lucky to know them and be able to chat with them. So now you have my contact. As I said, I'm from Costa Rica. If you want to speak in Spanish, because some people really and I don't have some problem with the language, we also be also very open to come to contact me. I will be glad to chat with anyone in English, Spanish, and share what we have learned during these years. So thank you very much, and congratulations. This is a great venue, and enjoy the summit.
Thank you very much, sir. It's a pleasure to always have you, and thank you for the words. And like I say, we will definitely call on you again. And your English is very good, very good. I'm wondering how your Spanish will be. I'm sure whenever we have any kind of event, Spanish and English, we will always call on you. Even though it's just only English, we always call on you. And thank you for your volunteering. I can see the passion, because you actually, without the passion, you wouldn't be where you are today. So, but because you're passionate about technology, IEEE, advancement of humanity, that's why you are where you are today. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you for honoring our invitation. It's always good to have you, and we'll definitely call upon you again. Thank you very much, sir. So now, there's another proverb in Nigeria that goes, well, yes, that says, I will say it in Pidgin English first before I translate it in English. It goes this way. They say, now bottom food sweet pass. Basically, it means the food at the bottom of the pot is the sweetest. So what we are almost coming to the end of this inaugural ceremony, and I assure you we are getting to the best part. I'm going to introduce to you all the chair, the program director for this particular event. I've learned a while back that if you want anything to be successful, if you have an event or you have a plan, whatever you want to do in life, once you involve women, be sure to have a successful outing. So we have with us this particular summit would really have not been a success if not for the chair herself, the program chair herself, Stagey, and she has led well. She has been wonderful. She planned everything, put everybody in in the loop, and the whole organization, the whole event leading to this particular point has been spearheaded by the chair herself, Stagey. Um, so it's been a wonderful experience for me. I have had a contact with her before. We worked together, but I assure you, I'm sure you all heard Simay wax lyrically about her. I tell you, Simay did not say half of what she actually is, but she, I mean, her track record will also speak for her. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is my honor to work with Stagey. It is my honor to present to you Stagey. It is my honor to showcase Stagey to you all. Ladies and gentlemen, I introduce to you Stagey Wilson, the program chair for this particular summit. Welcome, Stagey.
Thank you so much, Haruna, for the warm introduction. Thank you so much. So, hi all. My name is Teji Wilson. I'm the program chair of Powering the Future Summit 2022, organized by IEEE PS Young Professionals. So the task assigned to me today is to give vote of thanks to all our esteemed chief guests and our participants. So first of all, I would like to thank Dr. Jessica Bian for being with us in this inauguration ceremony and inaugurating this. And she was been our constant support throughout. And thank you, ma'am, for being with us today. Next, I would like to thank John McDonald. So he is one of our advisors for our summit, and he was been constantly supporting us for past summit as well as this year's summit. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us in this inauguration ceremony and enlightening our young professional members and student members across the globe. Next, it's my privilege to thank Juan Carlos, treasurer of IEEE PS. So thank you so much, Juan, for being with us today. And, it's been a pleasure knowing you and talking to you and hearing from you. So thank you so much. And next, our own leader, Simay Akar. Thank you so much, Simay. It wouldn't have been possible without you. So you were always there with us. Thank you for all your guidance and support. And last but not the least, I would like to thank Haruna for moderating this session very beautifully. Thank you so much, Haruna. And I would like to thank our creative content team and design team for such beautiful posters, videos. Thank you so much. You guys made our event very colorful. And thanks to all the PSYP team and our PFS task force team for helping us throughout to organize this event. So thank you so much, everyone. And just like to our participants, thank you so much for joining us. So you make our event very special, and thank you so much for your constant support. And let's see you in the next session. We have a keynote session scheduled at 3:15 UTC by Professor Dr. John on the topic power system dynamics. So I invite all of you to join the session. And also, Yeah, so see you in 15 minutes. Thank you so much, everyone. And I would like to request all the dignitaries to stay back for 1 or 2 minutes so that we can take a virtual photograph.
Thank you very much, Deji. Thank you. Thank you for all you do. God bless you.
Same to you. So bye, everyone. See you in 15 minutes.